Hello darlings, welcome to another episode of Curries and Stories. I'm very excited today because I'm making something that I love to eat. Aloo ke paratha. Super delicious. Oh, let me show you how. So we've got a couple of potatoes here that I boiled earlier. Pop them in. And the secret to a good aloo paratha is do not mash the potatoes to beyond recognition. They need to have texture. Into that, I'm going to add a chopped onion, as finely chopped as you can. Now I'm going to add a couple of green chillies. You can add one or you can add more. It's entirely up to you. Now we add our whole spices. I'm going to add some coriander seeds. Now please do not skimp on the coriander seeds. These are very important. Whole cumin. This is called Nigella seed or onion seed, or in Indian we call them Kalonji. Now these give a lovely oniony flavour. It's an optional extra, but I always add in my aloo parathas. Dry spices. Chilli powder, as much or as little as you want. Homemade Garam Masala. This is very important. Salt to taste. Now, this is also optional, but I do like adding fresh grated ginger. If you don't have a grater, just chop it in finely. Coriander. And now I'm going to go in with my hands and mix it. Now don't mush the potatoes too much. Make sure all the masalas are mixed in nicely. Right, my mixture is done. I'm going to put the hob on under my tawa because I want it to get it hot. Now, I have already made my dough. Now the secret to making really good aloo parathas is to knead the dough the day before. My mum always says in Punjabi, "Taze aate de paranthe change nahi bande," which basically means freshly kneaded dough doesn't make great parathas. So it has to be a day old, so I already made mine. This is just chapati flour and water, and you knead it till it's not too hard. Fingers go in, and when you take it out, make sure it comes to room temperature before you start. That is a big tip. Now, I've got some flour here for dusting. Please, whatever you do, don't use plain flour because really it's just doughy, it just doesn't work. Doesn't do it for me anyway. Chapati flour is the best. Right, dust a bit on my board. I'm going to take a little bit. It's nice and soft. About that size, which is probably a squashed golf ball. Dust it, just flatten it out. Back in the flour. Okie dokie, right. So I've rolled out my chapati. It's about bigger than my hand. Now this is the secret. Butter is the secret to my parathas. Trust me, I have got a queue of people waiting outside my house, friends and family of course, waiting to try my parathas. So I did say I will share my secret soon. So this is just cold butter. I'm just going to dot it in there like that. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Now in with my filling. Now that's one of my bugbears. I've eaten a lot of parathas in various places around, you know, in India. And I find that it's just never good. What is wrong with you people? We don't use plain flour, we use chapati flour, we put butter in it, and we stuff it properly. So I've stuffed it, not too much, brought it all together so the stuffing doesn't come out. And now you just dust it. This side up. And roll gently. Don't be too heavy-handed. So even if it starts breaking out, don't panic because you can always just squish it together. Very gently turn it and just roll. You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin. And gently lay this with lots of love onto your tawa. Keep the gas on medium. So you flip it when it's slightly getting cooked on the other side. You'll know because you'll see these little bubbles appearing and it's going opaque. See, like that? Now, when you flipped it, here's another little secret. Butter. This is the secret. So, I don't put oil on it. And for this occasion, neither is ghee. It's got to be butter. Plenty of it. Slather it on. Beautiful. There you go, guys. These are my fabulous aloo parathas. They're very famous over where I live in Bandra. Everybody likes a paratha. Please try. Lots of butter. Obviously, it would be rude not to taste it either.